right, so today we are going to piggyback off of yesterday's video for a little bit. And that was and is the topic of self-worth, confidence, being comfortable in your own skin, facing hard times and challenges. Just going to do a quick little run through on some easy things to do to slowly help you overcome those insecurities. Let's go. Step 1. First thing you want to do is start your day with something positive. And I know that that can be really hard. I hate my alarm. And so I'm actually quite pleased that I tend to go to sleep in time that now automatically before my alarm goes off, I get up early. And so to me, the positive thing for the morning is that I was able to wake up well rested without hearing the sound of that damn alarm clock. And so how I achieved that goal was by going to bed earlier each night, kind of old lady status, like 8:45, so that I could accomplish that goal while still feeling well rested. And so I know that that seems strange, but that's the first thing that I'm usually appreciative of. And so it can be different for other people and may require different things to achieve that particular feeling that you're hoping to achieve every morning, but you have to decide what that is for you. So if you want to wake up and feel more positive, think of something that generally maybe just always doesn't go your way. I sort of like to start with the hard things and be thankful for them. So let's say I get up and the dog poops in the floor. Happens. He's a puppy. He's potty training. So what I can be thankful for is, well, I'm thankful I didn't step in it. And so it can be that simple. And you can pour your cup of coffee. I'm thankful I have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a glass of water, or I'm thankful for this bed. Wake up with something thankful and just kind of remind yourself of that every morning. And I know it seems small and strange, but it really makes a big difference. So start with that. Positive shift number 2. If we are working on our self-worth and our body image, I want you to, once you are done with your morning routine and you've gotten dressed for the day, whether you work or don't work, or even if you're just kind of bumming around in clothes, I want you to think about one thing that you like about yourself. It can be your personality, it can be your physical appearance. You can look in the mirror or don't. Sometimes I recommend not doing that because we tend to judge ourselves when we look in the mirror. So I like my eyes. And so if I walk by the mirror almost every time, I say to myself, you have pretty eyes, as though I'm talking to somebody else. And so it didn't take long before I really enjoyed my eyes. And then I started to enjoy the features around my eyes. And then I started enjoying the rest of the features. And over time, I became more comfortable and confident with the rest of my body. So it started as one small thing where I was telling myself that I was beautiful in some form or fashion. And now I think that's one of the highlights of my body. And that has kind of weaseled its way down to other things. So start small and start complimenting yourself. Let's talk about step 3. Once you are in a good system of appreciating something every morning and you begin telling yourself one thing about yourself that you really enjoy and like, I encourage you then to take that next step and think of something you would like better. So I'll give you a funny one since we're talking about body image. I have fat knees. I don't know, I just do. I call them knee cankles. I nicknamed them nankles. I don't know if that's a thing, but for some reason I've always had them. So I just have like a lot of fatty built up around my knee. And I also have a lot of spider veins and such. And for a long time I thought those were hideous. And if I could choose to not have them, I would, but probably stuck with them for life. And so I just kind of had to accept that. So we'll just play with my knee cankles for reference. And instead of me continuously saying, I hate this about my body, or I hate this, or they're disgusting like I did for so long, I just sort of forgot they existed. And that can be hard because it's hard to just like forget about something that you're repeatedly reminded of that you don't like about yourself. And so what I did in my brain, because it's something I can't change, and so, well, maybe I could if I lost a bunch more weight or something, but that's no fun. And so what I did was, anytime that I dressed, I would wear dresses that came down just below, and then anytime I sort of saw them or looked at them, I would kind of eye skip over them. And I know that sounds just like an avoidance trigger, but sometimes forgetting about something means just that, you forget it existed. So in my brain, as far as I knew, the knee cankles just didn't exist. They didn't exist. Neither did the spider veins. And so over time, it didn't take long for me to really no longer see that. Now I know that they're still there, but one day I just woke up and they didn't bother me anymore. Would I change them if I could? Probably. Do they bother me anymore? No, not really. I just have them. Again, not perfect. So think of something you really don't like about yourself. And so if it's like, the piece of body over here that, collects under your underarm, or if it's the way your arm sits, or if it's your thigh gap, whatever it is, if we are targeting self-body image, go ahead and start working on forgetting they exist. So when you look in the mirror, just don't look at that spot. I know it sounds weird, and it's kind of hard at first, but then it gets really easy. And then over time, you'll kind of forget that you ever hated that about yourself and kind of forget it existed. It's just a part of your body. So those are 3 little things that I encourage everybody to start doing if you are worried about your body image. And over time, those can lead to even more difficult challenges and things to overcome, and we will get there in the future. But start there. Have a good day.